Browns an extra day of work as they get ready for that Monday night game when they will host the Bengals Halloween night, First Energy Stadium. Some news from out in Berea today, and it's not great. Denzel Ward not practicing, still in concussion protocol. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah not practicing. Greedy Williams not practicing. David Njoku not practicing. Do you sense a theme here? Wyatt Teller also unable to go. The unstated here, Jadeveon Clowney was back practicing. Myles Garrett riding a bike. Jack Conklin getting rest. Some news of an extension, although not a real big newsy one, is long snapper Charley Hughlett has signed a 4-year contract extension that comes from his agent. Certainly want a good long snapper. So Charley Hughlett will be around with the Browns for several more years. With that, let's welcome in Jeff Risdon from BrownsWire.com. And Jeff, I had said last week, Denzel Ward, not really a big deal when you're facing the Ravens with what they have. It's a big deal, one, that he's still in concussion protocol, that he's had multiple concussions. And the Bengals are a team you want as many defensive backs as you could potentially have.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is. I'm more concerned about the history of concussions because they are something that we know now through research and experience that they compound upon one another. Your third concussion is generally worse than your second one, and we've seen players. Andrew Luck is a great example. Have issues with it and decided to shorten their careers because of it, and that's something that's becoming a little bit more prevalent around the league. And that's something that you just don't want to have happen to a great guy like Denzel. Whether his play has been great or not, you hate to see a guy like missing time for concussions and missing this significant amount of time. The fact that he hasn't even started to try to come out of the protocol yet, that means he's not playing Monday night either, because you have to have one limited practice where you run around and they check you after that, and then you have to go through a full day the next day again without symptoms. Browns just don't have time for that, even if it's a Monday night game. So he's not going to be out there Monday night, and that's going to be a loss. I know the Bengals are dealing with their own losses, but you got to have all hands on deck when you're playing against Joe Burrow, especially after what he did last week.